Where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Live from the west end of Coney Island. It's time for another exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. Will the 5 boroughs of New York City completely freeze to death? Stay tuned and find out. Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. I see Crazy Coney Island Kids, the first one in the room, and Nina, welcome. Good to see you, Autumn Maloring, and Colleen. Good morning, Cyprus. Good to see you, Dan Harsman, and Sally Skipico, welcome. Good to see you, Sal Muscles up there in Staten Island, and Cascad's waking up with us. Good morning, Finland. Good to see you, Fawn Marie, and Forever Blessed, welcome. Good to see you, Carol813, and Perfectly Candid, welcome. Gabby Rovner, good to see you. And Michelle King down there in the great state of Texas, welcome on in, y'all. Good to see you, Doug Teeny, welcome. And Nova Rain, good to see you, Nova Rain. Good to see you, let's see here, Perfectly Candid. Dave Jeffries on Niagara Falls, and Jan, welcome. Good to see you there, JoJo, welcome. And Spotted Cow out there in Wisconsin. Good to see you, Charmed. And David C., welcome. Network Intelligence, welcome. And Frank Marcia, welcome. Good to see you, Deborah, welcome. And Joe Mooski, welcome. Are you Bill Jorgensen? You're the news? I am the news. Miss Nisi, good to see you, Miss Nisi. Good to see you, Deborah, up there in Dumbo. And good to see you, Muriel, welcome. Good to see you, Mario Balderrama, up there in Houston, Texas, welcome. And good to see everyone. Tombs of Cool, good to see you. This is the coziest time of the night. Welcome to the fastest hour on the internet. Good to see you, Robert Brune and Liz. Aloha, Liz. Are you watching the 5 o'clock news where you are? Good to see you, Mr. Metalhead, welcome. Good to see you, Karen Morgan, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. It is time for the fastest hour on the internet. We do have a lot to talk about because it's freezing cold outside. But let's first go around the Earth cameras. Crazy Coney Island Kid, that saxophone was going hard, and that song is older than you. For me, I'm a wee young little kid watching Channel 4 at 4 o'clock. And did anybody know what song we were playing? We mentioned it on the stream earlier today, but that song that we opened up with is older than the Crazy Coney Island Kid. Dog Food 2525, welcome. In the year 2525. It is the fastest hour on the internet. I am all loopy off of this Bustelo signature. Oh my God, it's so good. So your boy is crazy. We got a lot to talk about. Mr. Nitro Mike up there in New Mexico, welcome. Yeah, any song older than you love, right? Just like me. Me too. We like the same. Me and Crazy Coney Island Kid like the same kind of music. But it's a cold night here in New York City. It feels like 2 degrees outside right now. But it was an excellent tour, Jim. Thank you so much. And I am warming up, and I'm still warming up. I had a good meal. I'm good. Everything good. Everything good. Ice flows. Look, we can see the ice flows on this camera here. This is where we ended the tour right here. This is 19 State Street we're looking at. Good to see you, Shamar Wells. Welcome. You remember that? That was not Entertainment Tonight. No. No, sorry. I need the sound. That was not. I'm sorry. Nope. There you go. That was not Entertainment Tonight. Wrong show. Channel 4 at 4 o'clock in the early 90s. And it was actually on that time slot from like the 80s. So it was filmed at 30 Rockefeller Center as well. Come on. You glad you're in bed? Yeah, it's nice and warm in here. Central heating is nice. And especially, I'm slowly but surely getting over the cold weather. I'm like really I'm getting angry at it. And the gimbal was doing this weird fucking thing today. I don't think you guys saw it on the stream because of the software stabilization. And fucking Prism Live giving me a heart attack today. Joe Mooski! Joe Mooski? There it is. Nope. Joe Mooski got it with Donahue. And that was the second version of the theme. And that was the extended 3-minute version. Not a Today Show, not Maury, but Doug, that's right. Donahue. Donahue was the correct answer. Yes, Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue. Good to see you, Sabby. Welcome. Good to see you, Mark Freeman, down there in San Antonio, Texas. But the correct answer is Donahue. Phil Donahue. That song was played between 1991 and 1996. Is anyone getting mail? You're not sure you've seen your mailman. I think we got mail here. I saw somebody down the block getting their mail. And supposedly we're getting garbage pickup tonight. So I get to throw out the garbage tonight after the show. Looking at the wind map. It's windy outside. 17 degrees Fahrenheit with a real feel of 2. The AC is off in Tampa. The heat is on. Doesn't it feel strange? It has that weird smell. Haven't got mail in 2 days. Look at that. Lucas Gallant 7000, welcome. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about in the traffic, the transit, and all that other good stuff. We have a cold weather roundup. I think we're going to go with the cold weather, by the way. I think we're going to be below freezing until like February 6th or 7th or 8th. It's going to be long. So it's going to be cold here in New York City. But welcome to the fastest hour on the internet. We have 108 people watching, 55 likes. You know what that tells me? A lot of those people who were taking notes on the stream earlier are here watching. Good to see you guys. A big shout out to the 3 Discord servers and all the stenographers on the live and on the replay. Good to see you, Karen Smith. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Hit the like button. It's free. 17 degrees? No. It's spring. It's spring when it hits 42. When it hits 42, it's spring. Good to see you, Phyllis 2284. Welcome. Shall we check the traffic and the transit? Brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box, overnight guaranteed. Babiesovernight.com, bringing you the traffic and the transits on this, it's a Tuesday? I forget what fucking day it is. Good to see ICU Investigations Atlanta up there in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Welcome. It's a Tuesday. It's now 8 minutes past the hour. 8 o'clock, 8 minutes past 10 o'clock, so 8:10 here Eastern time on this Tuesday night. We have a few disruptions here, minor disruptions here along the Grand Central. Here looks like we have a crash along the Grand Central Parkway here. One of the right lanes is blocked. That's an ongoing issue here. That's been up for the last couple of hours now. We do have something going on here in the Midtown area, parking related. So yes, we still have alternate side of street parking is still suspended in all the 5 boroughs. Good to see you, Claudia. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. And did all the other disruptions go away? Yeah, everything else went away. So, yeah, all is quiet on the home front. Going to the potato cameras, courtesy of the Department of Transportation of New York City. We're looking out from South Street, looking out towards the Brooklyn Bridge here, across the East River. There is ice in the East River, but nowhere near as much ice as in the Hudson River, and we're going to be talking about that as well. But it's a quiet night along the East River. Checking the Citizen app, there is a helicopter flying overhead over East 13th Street. There's a helicopter flying over Midwood, Brooklyn. We got to run to our window here. Let's see. There it is. Yay! Citizen app. So there you go. Helicopters flying overhead. In Midwood. Other than that, the city is quiet. Checking the transit here. No W service here. No W service. We have delays on the 6 train. 6 trains are delayed. They're running while they address a signal problem at Castle Hill Avenue in the Bronx. We have delays on the B and the D trains here. B and D trains are running with delays after they had to move a train that had its brakes activated at West 4th Street, Washington Square. And then what else we have here? We have also delays on the J train. Jamaica Center's Parson Archer bound J trains are running express from Chambers Street to Essex while they address a switch problem at Canal Street. Switch problems are going to be just a regular thing, guys, because it's just that cold. Technology doesn't like the cold. We also have delays on the Q train here. Q trains are running with delays in both directions while they address a signal problem on the Manhattan Bridge. And I took the Manhattan Bridge back and forth today. Or did I? No, I didn't take it back. I took it one way today. I took it into the city today, the Manhattan Bridge. So we went slow over the bridge. We have express to locals on the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the A, and the N trains. Planned skip stops on the F and O Z service. Go to mta.info for more information. Of course, in transit news as well, there is no NYC ferry service. NYC ferry service is down for the count because of all the ice. We do have pictures here of the crews cleaning the boats. As you see, they're working hard. This is Pier 11 Wall Street right here. All the crews working hard to keep the ferry kind of running, but the Great Eagle is not sailing today because it's cold. But I wish I was on the millionth commuter boat. But anyway, no service on the on NYC ferry. So now we take us to the video that I watched this 12 noon today when I was getting ready to leave for the stream. Let's go up to Chopper 7 here and see what it's like from above. Is the Hudson River frozen?
7 is live over the Hudson River. Yes, that is the Hudson River, where chunks of ice have built up and they are impacting ferry service. Tom Kaminsky is in Newscopter 7. And Tom, it is looking like they may need to break out the icebreakers pretty soon.
Absolutely, Sandra and David. It's been several years since we've seen this
level
of
ice
build up in the Hudson River. And in the East River, what you're looking at there is the Battery Park City landing, ferry landing. So New York City ferries are unable to dock there. They are also bypassing farther up the East River on Pier 79, and they're also bypassing on the Brooklyn side the Atlantic Avenue Pier 6 Brooklyn Bridge Park landing, as well as the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Now I'm going to zoom out here and show you the
incredible
extent of
shot
the
here.
ice,
This is
that
at around
building up on
12:30
the
in the
Manhattan
afternoon
side
today.
of the Hudson River. We're actually going to be getting a look a little bit farther up the Hudson River as well. And the farther north you go, you can see that that ice is beginning to really impact the Manhattan side. Now, New York Waterway
New York Waterway, you can see a boat trudging through.
And at this point, they are saying that they are pretty much on or close to schedule. But again, we will certainly keep tabs on this. And the farther north you go up the Hudson River, especially north of the George Washington Bridge, is where we're really starting to see that ice build up. We are live over Battery Park. Tom Kaminsky.
Good to see you, Tom.
Eyewitness News.
Yes, it is just that crazy out there with the ice in the water. Isn't that amazing? We're going to talk more about that, Liz. We're going to talk more about the ice in the river in a little bit. Going around our cameras here, Brighton Beach. Sibos brings us this view of Brighton Beach. A beautiful night there if you like the cold. Heading over to Red Hook, Brooklyn. Stream Time Live YouTube channel, bringing us this view of the warehouses there at Red Hook. It's a beautiful night if you like the cold. As well as Bryant Park, the big blobs of snow that are not going to go anywhere for the next week at least, or probably 2 weeks, all hanging out there. It is a cold night. Of course, it's 10 o'clock, so that means they clear everyone off the ice. So there is nobody skating on that ice right now. And then Bunkakobo Incorporated brings us this view of Long Island City, Queens, looking out across towards Midtown. It's a beautiful night if you like the cold. And then heading down to the shore. Let's go to the beach, Seaside Heights, New Jersey. And the 7th Street Surf Shop. No, I think this is the Jersey Shore shop camera here at Seaside Heights. All is quiet, needless to say. I see some footprints out there. People enjoying it. But, of course, the big story, of course, is all the weather here. We have our next system here coming into the West Coast here. So this will be our snow, possibly for Sunday going into Monday. We can't put numbers on it. So if you hear anybody on YouTube saying there's numbers to be had, there's no numbers to be had until Thursday. Slow the fuck down, hardcore. Other than that, though, it's the news is the cold here. Extreme freeze watches there, freeze warnings down there in the Sunshine State of Florida. Cold weather advisories for all of us up here in the Ohio and Hudson Valley here. Extreme cold warning in Indianapolis. So we have marine warnings here. It's cold, people. So just bundle up, take your time. And but yes, we do have freeze warnings here. Cold weather advisories for the New York City area here. So the 5 boroughs, Nassau County, most of New Jersey as well. Cold weather advisories. These were issued at 8:25 this evening. And then our wind chills tonight going to be -6 here at JFK Airport, -1 in Central Park. We head up to Liberty, New York, -10. Yes, it's going to be a huddle and cuddle kind of night. So avoid to dress stupidly. Don't wear flip-flops with just socks on in the snow. You want to bundle up. You want to cover your face. You want to cover all the extremities. This is why I love my beard right now. And just take your time. Be careful walking around, but make sure you're covered up because this cold is very, very dangerous. We do have also our updates, by the way, for the day here. NYC ferry suspended their operations at 2:08 this afternoon. Is the Hudson River froze? We reported on that at 12:30. Unfortunately, this morning, the 10th death. People, literally homeless people dying in extreme temperatures. The 10th person was found dead in the streets of New York. It's tragic, it's sad, but this is how dangerous this cold is. So we have to take it seriously. The 7-day forecast doesn't look that great there. It's going to stay below freezing until possibly Tuesday. I think Tuesday at 32 degrees is optimistic. I think we're going to hit 30. So it's going to be cold. Make sure you prepare. Make sure you keep batteries packed and all that stuff. As for our storm next Sunday going into Monday, here are 2 scenarios from the AccuWeather team over there, from Lee Goldberg and the AccuWeather team. And as you see, we have the 2 scenarios here. One of these is going to play out, or it's going to be a combination of the 2. Mother Nature in all her glory. Other than that, the city is a quiet city tonight. And will the city completely implode in the next 43 minutes? Stay tuned and find out. Let's get back with the chat. I know that chat's moving. Once I started talking about the news, that everyone's asking me, I see people asking me questions. Let's see here. Let me catch up with the chat here. Yeah, 17 degrees is going to be spring. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. Good to see you. Intensive care investigations in Atlanta out there in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Claudia, welcome. Good to see you, Epic Grace. Welcome. And JC Browser. Patron asks, will there be a ferry stop? We were supposed to have a ferry stop, but the ferry stop was put in the wrong place. Currently, we're doing a study to see if we could dock boats at the Steeplechase Pier. We're going to need a wave break to make that happen because of the kind of boats that we have. So I hope that answered your question. Good to see you, RJ, up there in Colorado. Welcome. Good to see you, Liz. Being an island girl most of your life. Yeah, isn't that seeing that icy river fascinating? It is fascinating, but an amazing shot from above from Tom Kaminsky and the Channel 7 crew. Good to see you, Tinker Girl. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a fun walk. It was cold, but it was fun. And going to the bathroom, it was like a second wind. I was like, I could be on for another 5 hours. But yes, indeed, Nicola. Ice fishing. That is the term. That is the phrase. Frank Marcia back in the 1960s was in the Coast Guard, and he would do the icebreaker. You would do the icebreakers on the river and here in New York, and in fact, you were stationed at Battery Park. There were 4 of them. Frank, we're going to break those out soon. I think we keep our icebreaker boats up in West Point, but we're going to have to break them out because it is going to get just that cold. Good to see you, Spooky Angie. Welcome. Douglas Fatigli, good to see you. Did I hear about the mountain lion walking in the streets of San Francisco? Yes! That is a possible story if we need to kill time in today's news broadcast. I don't think we're going to get to that, though. We're building up other stories though, so that when we could go just full on into the animal stories. But yes, that has been reported by the United Press. Yeah, ice on the beach blows your mind, right? Yes, indeed. Sending our prayers to everyone affected by it. It's sad. A lot of people dying in the cold. It's serious, guys. Good to see you there, Cynthia. Cynthia Sunflowers, welcome. You feel grounded being in for so long. I mean, you gotta get crazy. You're gonna get, but we gotta just hang in there. It's the marathon. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna shave. I'm not shaving. But make sure you have batteries and so make sure everything is charged up. Yes, indeed. Watch out for frostbite when you go outside. Ethan G with his words of wisdom today. The cold is caused by the North Pole. Okay. Batteries. Yes, batteries would be good. Good to see you, Pia Lorena. Welcome. Yeah, 94 likes so far. Is Jonathan enjoying the broadcast? That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to all the cats and dogs. But I'm glad you enjoyed the frozen Hudson River there, Ethan. We hit 100 already? We hit 100 likes. Let's go. Yes. I think we have. We're gonna show another story here about today's really cold temperatures. We're going to see a segment here from Channel 4. And hand warmers and boots is a smart idea. For me, not a smart idea because my lower part of the body is naturally I'm like a battery. I'm always warm. So, yeah, coffee and weed does provide a nice balance. By the way, this Bustelo signature, oh my God, it's so good. Caffeine! So we're going to go to some more helicopter shots of the ice in the Hudson River in about 50 seconds. So we're going to continue. It's not the North Pole. It's snow, Mr. Angry. It's old man. I'm old man winter. Yes, the coldest. Yes, you left your freezer door open. That's a really good freezer door. One freezer door has that much power? My goodness. Yeah, caffeine is your drug of choice. It's a wonderful drug. Anyway, good to see everybody. Welcome. A wonderful show that we're having. This is already going by fast because there's so much shit to talk about. So we'll continue on here. Rebel Radio news time now is 21 minutes past the hour. It's 10:21. We go to Channel 7 here, which are going to have let's go in depth. Rivers caked in ice and NYC ferry suspended. Channel 4 reports.
Chopper 4, because this really tells a story. Chunks of ice in the East and Hudson rivers, and because of this,
Look at
New York
that.
City ferry service suspended until further notice. News 4's Adam Harding spoke with riders. He's live in Weehawken with what they're saying. Adam.
You know, normally these ferries run on a pretty regular schedule, but Mother Nature has certainly upended all of that. You can expect delays if you take the ferry from New Jersey into the city or the city back to Jersey, and this is exactly why. You're looking at the Hudson River caked in ice.
It may look like the ice planet Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back.
We should take the
but
ferry
it's not
tomorrow.
from a galaxy far, far away. That's the Hudson River frozen over. And it's making Adriana Medina's commute into the city one she won't soon forget.
It's a little scary. Can't believe it's like hard rock and we're just going through it. So I'm just hoping we make it to the destination safe and sound.
From Chopper 4, a bird's eye view of the countless chunks of ice bobbing along the Hudson and East Rivers. Tugboats can help break it up to make things a little easier on the ferries, but it's still slow going.
I mean, I was looking at the window first, like in the morning. I was like, I mean, am I going to be in Manhattan today? Like, I'm not sure. Yeah,
a little bumpy, but otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice experience. Probably once in a lifetime. I mean, I don't know when's the
I remember
next
this
time
a bunch of years
The
ago.
heavy ice leading to plenty of headaches for commuters Tuesday. We met Nick Plaskunis in Hoboken as he waited for a boat to arrive.
I have a 2:30 meeting, so I'm hoping it'll speed up so I can get there on time, or I'm going to have some
It's
explaining to do.
1:50.
NYC ferry announcing service has been suspended. New York Waterway says expect delays. Same goes for C Street, while the Circle Line says for now it's smooth sailing.
We do the tour.
I'm from Miami, so for me this is new.
Maybe we should do the Circle Line
Alex
tomorrow.
Feliz just moved up north from Florida. When he saw the frozen river, he grabbed
If we
his
get a
camera.
super chat during this show, if we get a $50 super chat during this show right now, we'll ride the Circle Line tomorrow.
No, it was cool. It was pretty. I mean, pretty much the first time that I've done that trip during the ice, so it was a cool experience.
We're doing the tour.
Freeze set to stay with us for the next few days. It's unclear right now how long service will be impacted. Commuters hoping the ice will soon melt away.
Yeah, I've never seen it like this, so hopefully it'll thaw out pretty soon.
Unfortunately, though, the forecast calls for those really cold temperatures to hover over us, at least for the next few days. So don't expect this ice to go away anytime soon. I just checked as the story was running to see where things stand. Still not running quite on time. There's a boat set to come in at 4:08. It's usually here at 4, then at 4:37 it's going back out. So we're operating now in a different way than usual. That's because of what we are seeing behind us here. Anecdotally, we took the ride over ourselves. Most of the ice on the Manhattan side, things are slow going. If you take the ferry into the city, into work every day, you're going to have to give yourself some extra time this week. We're live in Weehawken. I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Thank you, Adam, and big shout out to the Channel 4 crew out there for getting into the snow and the ice there, and they're doing the tour. By the way, all the cats and dogs watching, here's Coney Island Jim's cat watching the show. I appreciate it, Jim. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. A big shout out to all the cats and dogs watching. And keep your humans warm, people. Keep your humans warm. But there you go. Yes, the ice, it's just that big of a deal, people. It's just that big of a deal. Rub Radio News time now is 25 minutes past the hour. Oh, my goodness, people. Let's catch up with the chat here. Yeah, when you put hand warmers in your boots at the top of... Right, exactly. It feeds the arteries. That's true, Robert. Do I think the rivers will be like this tomorrow? Yes, the rivers will be like this tomorrow, if not worse, actually. We cannot walk on the river. There's too much flow. It's not like the 1860s anymore, or the 1850s, or was it 1845? The East River froze solid, and they had teams going across. It only lasted for, like, I think a week or two. And then it started to thaw out quickly, by the way, too. But it's the ultimate hockey rink? No, it's a little bit rough surface. Looks like freaking Alaska, because it is Alaska, RJ. Good to see you. Aren't we colder than most of the state of Alaska? Good to see you, B-Band. Welcome. But yes, the Circle Line is running. We do the tour. We do the tour. But capitalism cannot be impeded. Yeah, the Hoboken dude should just take the path, but you know, he doesn't want to deal with the people in the tube. I ride the ferry. Which is, listen, I don't blame him. I like the ferry too, but oh my God, Real Feel of 41 in Houston. I would be in a t-shirt right now. Good to see you, E-Bike Mike. Welcome. I know, it's stay away, right? It's cold, Cynthia. It's cold. That is the big news. Just huddle and cuddle. That's all I could tell you. That's all I could tell you. But good to see everybody. Welcome. Yeah, don't mess with my cash money. The circle. No, the Circle Line is like they got to do it, and they have the boats to do it. So, just a little bit more of information about the about how the boats work. The waterway boats, which are, by the way, most of the waterway boats date back to the early 2000s. They're designed with a hull that pierces ice. So they have the reinforced hulls. So they have boats that are designed to go through the ice. Now, other tugboats and stuff like that may help them out to provide a lane, but the boats are actually designed. I've been on a waterway boat. When I first when I really commuted a lot by ferry in 2002, 2003, because to just get to Lower Manhattan, a waterway used to provide service. They used to use some of their boats. And I remember it was weird. It's weird being on a ferry boat and you're going through the ice like that. You feel it. You feel the boat shake a little bit. You hear it. It's a cool experience, but those boats are designed to go through it. Now, as for the NYC ferry, I think because they're catamarans, they have double hulls. I don't think they're necessarily sea safe and worthy to be in ice like that. So I don't think they're really designed for it, which I think is a bit of a shortcoming. They should have thought about that. But at some point, if the ice gets thick enough, even the waterway boats are not going to be able to operate. And this hasn't happened in a while. This hasn't happened since like probably the early 2000s. So, yeah. Al Rutledge's up there in Vermont. They drive trucks across frozen lakes. Yes, indeed. They drive frozen lakes in Canada and in Alaska and all that good stuff. But yeah, 60 days until opening day. Things to look forward to. Things to look forward to. Another problem with the ice on the rivers in the 60s, the ocean liners. Yeah, they were still coming in and out. So you guys had to... See, Frank, you dealt with a time where water travel was a lot more important because we had so many people coming across still. So you had to make it happen. But Irina, good to see you. Still iced up in Nashville, but at least you have power. Wow, don't work too hard, Irina. Don't work too hard. Good to see you. I hope you're staying warm out there in Nashville. It's scary. That ice storm was no joke. And hopefully what's coming next weekend is really a coastal thing. So I don't think Nashville is going to be too impacted by the next weather event. I think the next weather event for Sunday going into next Monday is going to be a East Coast kind of thing. So I'm looking at you, Carolinas. I'm looking at you down there in Delaware and Staten Island and also West Staten Island, also known as New Jersey. Tony's out there in Bay Ridge. I'm going to be back out on it again tomorrow, Tony. And listen, in order to do YouTube here, you got to go outside in all the weather. And these people, I don't think some viewers understand the kind of physical toll being out in weather like this takes. So you have to prepare. So and I do it. It's fine, Tony. Not my first rodeo, but it's cold. I'm starting to hate the cold. Good to see you, Dwayne, up there at Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. 162 people watching at 30 minutes past the hour. 120 likes. That tells me that pretty much the whole complement of Discord server people are here, as well as all the stenographers. So, hi, guys. At least hit the like button. I'm providing you content here, right? Am I not? But I get it. Did you hear what Dutch Moss said today? What did I say today? Let me know. What did I say today? I'll take notes. Anyway, Louise Poppy, good to see you. Kia ora, Louise. Everyone follow Louise Poppy, fantastic content creator from New Zealand. See what it's like on the other side of the earth with Louise Poppy. Good to see you, Louise. And it's time for Retro Commercial Time, brought to us by the City of New York. Don't forget, guys, save water. By the way, Channel 11, they got a new transmitter, new clearer picture. It's beautiful, people. It's beautiful. But do me a favor. Save water.
Ask your sister to sit in a half a tub of water. You just saved over 10 gallons of water. So keep New York wet. Save water. Turn the water off when your mother's brushing her teeth. You'll save over a gallon of water. Keep New York wet. Save water.
Keep New York wet. Save water. Remember that. If you can. If you need to let the thing drip so your things don't blow up. If to keep the pipes from not bursting, then maybe have it drip come out. Robert Brun experienced minus 50 in Fairbanks, Alaska. And it was brutal. Yeah, I could see that. Mr. Metalhead says that back in 1934, 18 and a half inches of ice was on the Hudson, partially froze back. Yeah, 2015, I remember. 2015 and 18, but I remember early 2000s. Like, I think 2003 or 2002. That was like a rough winter. And I remember the ice in the river. I remember that, like, vividly. But don't forget, save water. You skip the 10 o'clock network news so you can watch. This is the best 10 o'clock news, Al. I'll give you the... Listen, I'm not going to make you panic. We're not going to talk about shitty, sad news. I mean, it might be sad when it comes to an animal, but then always the animal gets saved. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody dies. But yeah, save water, drink booze, or drink beer, as my old beer store. My beer store had that sign. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you, Nick Nagler. Welcome. Shout out to the Naglers. The couples that watched Dutch Moz together stayed together. This weather reminds you of the late 1970s. Yes, I mean, I was actually researching this morning the winter of 1978. And while there were no like crazy like 2-foot deep storms, this time of year, it was January heading into February and a little bit of March, where y'all had like a storm that gave you like 5-6 inches every week. And it stayed cold. It stayed cold. It stayed at or just below freezing. And it was like another one, another one, another one, another one. That's why people... Now I realize why so many people remember the winter of 78 here in the New York tri-state area. Because it was just like a snowstorm after another one. And they weren't big ones, but they were like every week for like almost like 2 months. So, yeah, break out an old English. This is the best reporting on the internet. Absolutely. Good to see you, Deep Mud. Welcome. If you're new to the broadcast, let us know where you watch it from. Let me give you a shout out. You remember that winter in 78? That was ridiculous. I wasn't even alive, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. that's ridiculous. That's redonkulous. That's redonkulous. We do have another story, people. What state are we going to with this? We're going to Wisconsin. Yo, did you hear about this spotted cow? Did you hear about the icy, the dramatic rescue on Tishigan Lake? A group of paddleboarders saved, I believe they rescued a man who fell through the ice. Oh, it's a human story. It's not even an animal story. It's just a regular Finnish winter, right? Exactly. Right, do you remember that, David? Yeah, it was tough. But yeah, that's coming up in about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. How much time do I have, Mrs. Babbage? Oh, it's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. So in about 2 minutes, we're going to Wisconsin. How many degrees in Celsius? I have no idea, Deep Mud. You should look that up yourself, dude. Something you can look up yourself. Say, Alexa, what is 18 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? Yeah, right. People were lucky people were kayaking, right? Right? You didn't know about it. See, there you go. Spotted cow. I'm going to bring news from your neighborhood because it has to deal with ice. That's today's mantra today is ice. Cold and the nice, the natural ice, not like the evil people ice. And now I'm going to be I'm going to be crucified for that. He said evil people. All right. People causing chaos. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about natural occurring ice made from water, from frozen water.
I took no time. Fuck around and find out.
Anyway, Google is your friend. It is. But they want people like me, they want me to respond, because I'm in this box here. So We're going to Michigan Lake, people. What about Vanilla Ice? He was listen. I love Vanilla Ice. All right, he had the best song. Go Ninja, go, 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 go. Hell's yeah. Sand on the sidewalk does definitely help. I like your ice crush. That's right. Oh, people. Listen. It's the happy news, all right? I don't want to go depressing. There's enough YouTubers who do that. I didn't realize we were passing by a guy who had a title that's... I got to watch that live stream now. He said he liked my setup, which was cool. What's his name again? Crowdsource the Truth. We saw Crowdsource the Truth on the High Line today. He was saying the empty streets of New York. When it's 18 degrees outside, guess what? The streets are going to be empty. Anyway, let's head on to the next story. A dramatic ice rescue on Michigan Lake caught on video. WISN News 12, the ABC affiliate up there in Wisconsin, brings us this dramatic story. Let's go to the videotape.
A quiet Saturday morning on Michigan Lake quickly turned into a life-or-death situation.
I was in the house, and I thought I could hear somebody yelling for help. But, you know, I had the TV on. But anyways, I shut the TV off. I'm listening. I heard someone yelling for help. So then I came outside because I couldn't see him.
Michael Mossman has lived on Michigan Lake for 19 years. On Saturday, he saw a fisherman in need. So Mossman called 911 and grabbed a paddleboard.
I proceeded out by him, and he was very coherent. And he says, I'll be okay. And then I just went out there towards him.
Neighbors captured on video Mossman and others used the paddleboard to reach the fisherman.
That's one of the biggest things about Wisconsin and the people that live here is that we are always willing to help other people.
They're the nicest
Michigan
people.
Fire Captain Mike Borkert says the conditions on this lake can change fast and be deceptive.
The first and most important thing to keep in mind is that no ice is ever 100% safe. So
That's right.
You always have to plan for the worst case scenario if you're going to go out on the ice.
Mossman says this isn't the first time he's helped rescue someone on the lake. He wants everyone to be safe on the ice.
Stay off of this end because it's really iffy. It changes by the day.
Wow. This ice rescue is a reminder that ice conditions can change quickly and for everyone to use caution before venturing out. Reporting in Waterford, meteorologist Gino Recchia, WISN 12 News.
Hey,
and Gino learned the man who fell was wearing flotation gear.
Okay,
that
good.
Helped keep his head above water. Officials say simple steps like going out with someone else and carrying ice picks can keep a rescue from turning tragic.
There you go, people. So thank you so much, meteorologist Gino out there in WISN ABC 12. Thank you for that. Exactly. Isn't it nice to hear positive news? It is nice. Yeah, people don't listen, though. I think, wouldn't it be like a prerequisite to not go out there alone? Would it be just like a prerequisite not to go out there? Like, you can't go out alone. You can't go out alone, people. You gotta go out there. It's so cold. Would it be appropriate to play a Christmas song? Maybe, Carol. Maybe. Good to see you, Claude. Welcome. But yes, we try to have positive news on here, uplifting news. That's my job, is to try to uplift you. But yeah, people are getting very bold on the ice. Yeah, the only time you walked on ice was several feet thick. And it still felt like you could go sideways. Yeah, no ice is safe. That's what you just said, Jeff. Exactly. Good to see you, Jeff. Yeah, common sense is lacking. But, you know, fishing. But I caught a fish. I caught a fish, people. I caught a fish. Yeah, it's good fishing out there. I gotta go out there, put the fucking thing in there and do some ice fishing. Smoke a cigar. Anyway. Fishing is fun. In the summertime. You remember hearing about a photographer in North Saskatchewan River who went on the North Saskatchewan River, and they had to do a rescue on the ice there, and they floated away. What? That's crazy. Yeah, almost died, but you got it, right? Yeah. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, no. Yeah, I hope it was a big one. Wait, my AirPods. Oh, these people. Good to see you, Cliff Padilla. Welcome. Wait, my earpods. Did you do the polar bear this year? No, Lady Orleans, we did not do the polar bear. We were there though. The Duchess did the polar bear swim at New Year's, and then we saw the polar bear swim Sunday afternoon in the middle of the blizzard. Check out the replay, Lady O. Good to see you. Lady Orleans checking on in. Let's hit 200 likes. Come on, guys. Let's hit 200 likes. That'll be much appreciated. That's right. That's right. It'll be much appreciated, guys. Anyway, it's cold outside. 18 degrees. You can see the ice. There's ice on this camera here, as you can see. There's ice all in the river there. And I think we have our Brooklyn Bridge camera. See, there's no real ice in the East River. There's a little bit bunched up underneath the Manhattan Tower of the Brooklyn Bridge, but not a lot. Nothing like the Hudson River. The Hudson River is where the real ice is, and the reason for that is the Hudson River is a real river. It's fresh water up by Albany, so it all comes down, and it becomes brackish, and it mixes with the salt water, and that's why you get the ice chunks. The ice chunks are coming downstate from the upstate. Oh, but they were rescued on a piece of ice. Wow. So the ice broke away and they had to rescue them on that chunk of ice. That's wild. Yeah, that's your big news there. Eh? You heard about the guy there fell on the ice there? He survived. He was fine. He was fishing the next day, don't you know? He was fine. Anyway. 1,000 likes. Now we'll do a polar bear plunge on Sunday. I doubt we're going to hit that crazy Coney Island kid. Hey, let's go to another sponsor. Hey, today's show is brought to us by Sims.
At Sims, we want you to know about our shoe department for ladies and men. Sims represents at off price only better known names in ladies and men's shoes. Although you'll never see the word sale at Sims, if you know the names we represent in shoes, you'll know what you're buying. The more you know about men's and ladies' shoes, the better it is for Sims, where an educated consumer is our best customer.
That's right. Educated consumer is my best customer too. I'm just saying. You'll believe it. You'll believe it one of these days. It'll happen. I think my viewer number will go way up if I just do a swim. Not. Now, Frank, you know what they're gonna do? I'm gonna go in the water, and the whole chat's just gonna be talking amongst themselves. They're not even gonna realize I'm in the water. It'll be on the replay. You really went in the water? Right? I miss Sims too, right? You like that oldie but goodie there, right? His name was Cy Sim. Yes. Yeah, rich customer is my favorite customer, yeah. Shout out to all the channel members, by the way. Shout out to all the channel members. You guys make this happen, all right? You guys make this happen. We're throwing in classic commercials. I think this might be our little break here that we use. But that commercial was taped on an HBO studio. Really? That was taped at the studio where I used to work back in '86? Nice. Wow. Wait, was that the studio on 42nd Street and 6th Avenue? No. There was a bunch of studios all around Midtown back in the day. There still is, but not as many. What's next? Robert Hall? No. When I take the phone into the water, the phone will have to be a certain way. I think probably Coney Island Jim or somebody else will have to hold the phone for me and then keep the phone above the water. But yes, I would bring it as deep into the water as I can. Oh, that's right, the 23rd Street studio. That's right. You lived down the block. You lived down the block from the Sims on Long Island when you was growing up. Nice. How many years has Sims been gone for? Since the 90s. Since the 90s. Since the 90s. It hasn't been around for a hot minute. Rebel Radio News time now, 45 minutes past the hour. Good to see everybody. Did they record at the Electric? I don't think they recorded at the Electric Ladyland. We had a lot of TV. We don't have as many TV studios now. We still have TV studios scattered all around the city, but not as many as back in the 90s and in the 80s. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday night as we wind down the show. You'll volunteer to hold the seat. Yeah, Crazy Coney Island Kid will hold the camera. There you go. We already got a cameraman already. Rebel Radio News time now is 46 minutes past the hour. Coming up next is how we just do everything for social media. And this is in Oklahoma. Our next story brings us to Oklahoma, where a ceiling collapse at a hotel was caught on camera. when I watch this video, I say to myself, why aren't they moving out of the way? But, you know, we have to get the shot. So, a possible Darwin Award winner coming up in about 2.5 minutes. I know, right? We'd wind down the show. We're just getting started, right? Isn't that crazy? It's the fastest hour on the internet. Isn't it nice when I go outside and do 3 hours in the freezing cold? I mean, it's a 3-hour show. Of course I remember Buster Brown. Of course I remember Buster Brown. You bring your boom. Will you really? You don't need to bring a boom microphone. Don't bring it out in those conditions. We don't really need a boom microphone out there. But this is the fastest hour. This is the fastest hour on the internet, people. Buster Brown, Tom McCann, they were both on 86th Street back in the day. I still can't believe there's a Stride Right and Florsheim shoe sign along the Q line. If you ever ride the Q train in Brighton Beach, these vintage signs from like the 70s. Maybe possibly the 60s. Buster Brown and Florsheim shoes and Stride Right. Just tuning in. Any more snow in the future? Again, we have possible tracks. We'll go to the tracks for you, Max. Hang on one second. Let me get the map up for you. We have possible scenarios, Max. Possible scenarios. These are the 2 scenarios that may happen for our Sunday going into Monday storm. We don't know the exact time. It could be Sunday afternoon taking us into Monday. It could also be Sunday evening taking us into Monday morning. This storm is tracking to be a little bit later. Or, you know, it's kind of tracking to be a little bit later than last Sunday's storms by a couple of hours, or maybe more than a couple of hours. But these are our 2 scenarios right here. And we'll see which one plays out. So stay tuned. But we'll see what happens with our storms. Is there going to be snow? Possibly. But it could miss us completely. Or we'll get like 5 inches or something like that. But that is the update. And slow down. Don't worry. Don't freak out just yet. We have time. It's the winters. I have a feeling we're finally catching up to like all like the warm winters we've had. We're finally catching up to what it's like to have a real winter. I know you can stay up now, right? You're an adult. I'm an adult, damn it. That's right. Well, anyway, let's continue on with the news. A ceiling collapse caught on camera at an Oklahoma hotel. The United Press International is reporting on this. Good to see you, Sarah. Used to go to Florsheim Shoes in Brighton all the time during the 90s. And the sign's still up, Sarah. Good to see you. But anyway, here we go. So the question is, are the people watching this winners of Darwin's Awards? I like how they react, or lack of reaction. But we'll watch the video. And we could then make up our own minds, and then we'll read the story together. Are you recording? Oh my God, I get this on TikTok.
What? That sucks so bad.
Right, it sucks so bad.
Oh my God.
She's lucky she didn't get hit in the head with something.
That sucks so bad.
You think? You know how lucky she is that thing didn't fall on top of her head? Anyway, let's read this. Let's read the press release here. Guests at an Oklahoma hotel captured a video when water started pouring into the dining area, causing the ceiling to collapse. Rachel Burrows said that she was staying at the Embassy Suites in Norman, Oklahoma, with her family when the water started rushing in during that was breakfast time. I thought that was like nighttime. Anyway, she's quoted as saying, "The lights started to flood down, and I was like, oh my gosh, Tony, you need to move." And then we all scattered. If we wouldn't have moved, we would have been drenched. Luckily, no injuries were reported from the flooding or subsequent ceiling collapse. Guests hypothesized that the flooding was caused by plumbing issues brought on by the extreme cold temperatures. Duh. Anyway, but the hotel hasn't confirmed it just yet what caused the incident. I'm sure it was the fire suppression system line that was frozen. I don't know if it had to do with the drinks being frozen up or that area just being cold, but it was a little craziness, Burrows said. I think it was the pipes bursting because it's so freaking cold, people. But ladies and gentlemen, when you see when you see water coming through a ceiling like that and it's just building and building and building, you might want to get out of there because, again, the ceiling might collapse and hit you in the head. You got to be careful. So be careful and don't sacrifice your life to catch a social media clip. I got a clip. That was breakfast, though? It was like 12 o'clock at night. But then again, it could be like before sunrise. But it is just that cold, so don't necessarily save water. Yes, the continental breakfast from the pool, right? An overfilled bathtub. Yeah, it passed inspection last week. Yeah, being drenched or being crushed. Which one do you want, people? Good to see Alicia K, girl. Welcome on in. I don't understand people with phones in their hands nowadays. Crazy. Me too. I mean, I walk around with a gimbal, you know, and it's like some people really don't think, and it's fine. It's cute. It's fun. But yeah, you wanna be careful, guys. So remember that. Remember that, people. As we wind down the show, another what we got here? 7 minutes left in the show. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Right, that would be a top Darwin Award, filming your own demise. It has happened already. How many people took pictures or video of their, like, death? There's a few people out there that have done it. Like, they literally filmed shit. Actually, was kind of tragic during that, what was it, the earthquake and tsunami in Japan. There were a bunch of people that got video of themselves dying because they couldn't get out of the way of the tsunami wave. It's like, that has happened. I wouldn't call those people Darwin Awards, though, because, you know, that's caught up in a natural disaster kind of shit. But there's other people that have done, like, really stupid... Well, I was just talking about it with the Duchess the other day. There was a guy on Periscope who drove his car off a highway off-ramp. By the way, that video has been scrubbed from the internet. You can't find that video anywhere. But this guy was, like, driving, and then he flat out fell asleep, and he drove his car right off the side of a highway, and it was like a really high off ramp or something like that, and he died. Right, it's happened at the Grand Canyon, exactly. Right, snuff selfies, it's a real thing. But Lady Orleans remembers Music Row in New York City. Yes, indeed, Music Row is a beautiful place. Anyway, it's a cold freaking night here in New York. It is a cold freaking night here in New York. But everyone, yeah, stay safe, everybody. If you can. Anyway. Did we lose a degree? We've lost degrees all day on the live stream today. We started at 22 degrees, then we went to 20. Now we're from 19 to 18. Oh, my Lord. Anyway. People, when shit goes down, just don't film it. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself safe. But in this day of information, we have so much information at our fingertips. Am I right, people? Am I right? We have a lot of information. But who remembers out there? Who remembers? Do you remember phone books? Who remembers phone books? We had to literally go through paper and look at numbers and then find the numbers alphabetically. Who remembers that? Before there was Google, there was phone books. You need runway ramps, exactly. Yeah, 16 degrees warm, right? Are we pulling an all-nighter? No, it's an hour show. We have 6 minutes left in the show. Can't wait for winter to leave me too. Desi Des, good to see you. Yes, stay warm indeed, Desi Des. Stay warm yourself. Good to see you. Right? You remember phone books? Right? Look at this. Frank Marchia, Desi Des. RJ remembers Yellow Pages. Lady Orleans, let's do the finger walking. Douglas Fatigli, white pages, yellow pages. That's right. Everybody remembers. My audience remembers Yellow Pages. For you kids out there, you kids don't know how good you have it. Let's go to a 9X ad and talk about the wonders of the Yellow Pages.
Hey, look at that. What's Easy Yellow Pages?
Hey, what's that? That's a Fugazi one.
Yeah, big business. Yeah, everyone is brothers putting them out.
Yeah.
So it's not the Yellow Pages.
Not the real one.
It's not the 9X Yellow Pages.
Hey, my apartment's too small for another phone book.
Right.
So who needs another Yellow Pages?
For 100 years, one book's always been there when you've needed it. The 9X Yellow Pages. Don't accept substitutes.
That's right. I don't trust all them other people there. They got Fugazi pages.
It was a simpler time. It was a simpler time. We have to let our fingers do the walking, people. We have to let our fingers do the walking. So, yeah. Right? Because, yeah, listen, I love my demographics. I do need to do. Listen, Lady Orleans. One of these days, somebody's gonna discover me doing these live streams, and I will become a voiceover artist. And then after that, I can live high off the hog. But I am so proud of my audience, right? Yeah. Were the queue times better then? Yes, they were. Fax. Get a fax machine. Used to make phony phone calls using the phone book. Right. Right, there you go. See, Autumn Alluring's a Gen Z, and you've seen one. Autumn Alluring, you might be the last generation to actually see one. Right, let the fingers do the walking. Let the finger. There was an ad that was like that too. Yeah, get me an agent. Come on. I need to find new work. Being a tour guide ain't gonna cut it in 2026. I need to be a voiceover artist. And then I could do YouTube and then be a voiceover artist. I could be like that guy, the Snack Daddy guy. I love that guy. What's his name? He's one of my favorite YouTube channels. People. Yeah, telephone operators. Hello? Telephone operators. Calling. Well, we still have directory assistants, right? Right? Did I have a set of encyclopedias? Yes, I did. But I had out-of-date encyclopedias. I had encyclopedias that were given to my sister. So they were from like the 70s they were from the early 80s. So for me in the 90s, they were kind of all, talked about like the CCP, like the Communist Republic of Russia, So I had the Iron Curtain was still down. It was cool though, like looking up history about East and West Berlin and Germany and all those other countries that ceased to exist in the 90s. Right, go through the white pages, find the address of the person you had a crush on. Now you go. Now you're talking. Look at that crazy Coney Island kids never seen them. Seen them but never used them. Do I remember taking small message pads? Yes. All the time, Desi Des. All the time. I remember busy signals. I haven't heard a busy signal in years. Right? Remember that when hotels charged $2 for a local call. Yo, we have things are good now. I mean these little candy bars of emotion could do a lot. Yeah, the busy signal still exists, right? You heard one the other day. Nice. You know the telephone operator? Yeah. Yeah, let your fingers do the walking. A famous advertising slogan from 1962 for the AT&T Yellow Pages. Yeah, nostalgia, that's right. Back in my day, Pluto was a planet. That's right, BMXer, good to see you. You like the music playing in the background? This is the World's Fair music. This is the World's Fair public address music. 1964, 1965 World's Fair public address music in the background. It's great to talk over. I love pursuing the almanac. All right, trying to order Chinese food and hear a busy signal. Oh, man, I'm hungry now. Oh, my Lord. It was simpler. The kids don't know how good they have it. The kids have no idea how good they have. Wow, look at just like that, people. The fastest hour on the internet. Encyclopedia Britannica, that's right. Is Pluto still a planet? Me too. Pluto is still a planet. Jim Croce, Operator. That is a great song. He was outraged, right? Me too. I was outraged when Pluto was demoted. I forgot the reasoning. It was like too small, and it's like an irregular orbit. Right, Mr. Telephone Man. I always like to show you guys the filming locations for Mr. Telephone Man. That's where Church Street becomes 6th Avenue. The fastest hour on the internet, right? I'm telling you, I'm serious. I remember the little dot. That little dot is dynamo. Yes, I remember that. Oh, you hear a busy signal when you call into sports talk radio stations? Because that's what everybody's calling. You know that guy who they just hired? Yeah, I don't like him. Yes. I don't like the cut of his jib. Anyway. We survived another hour here in New York City, people. We did it. We did it. Bundle up, people, please. Stay warm. Stay warm for me, please, people. But you guys have a great night. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. I'll figure out something to do again tomorrow. We'll see. But from the internet to you, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have yourself a fabulous day living in a simulation, whether you think you're living in a simulation or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Nighty-night, folks. Nighty-night.